Story time. I haven't really talked about this much before, but I think it's probably time. 7 years ago, I had a stroke. It was November 21st, 2018. I was 40 years old, active, and more than a little stressed. I was sitting on the couch watching TV with my boys with plans to go to the grocery and getting ready for Thanksgiving. Then, a sudden strange sensation. My right side experienced a wave and froze. I felt funny sensations that would come and go. Body control would do the same. I wanted answers, and I couldn't think of what to do. All I could manage to mutter to my eldest son was, "Go and get your mother." When my son returned with my wife, I looked up at her with limited movement, trying to solve this problem. I was in denial. I asked her to poke me with a needle. Thought that if I could feel that, then I could avoid a wasteful trip to the hospital. See, all this time I could move a little off and on, but I couldn't seem to feel my right side. I rationalized that lack of feeling. So maybe I just sat wrong. Nothing. No sensation. No feeling. I called my mom, who happened to be nearby. She insisted that we go to the hospital. I tried to convince her, "Oh, no, no, it's nothing. I'll come back and rationalize in this." She said she was coming to get me. So, as a shock to no one, I went to the hospital. I walked in that building on my own power. I smiled and explained my lack of feeling and other symptoms, and before I knew it, they had swarmed around me to help me, and I was admitted. They took me back to a bed, connected me up to Christmas lights and cables, and the doctor came in and explained the details of what they believed happened and said that I needed to take a medication immediately to resolve the clot in my brain. They should have stopped there, but after the practitioner mentioned that if I sustained even the slightest cut, I could potentially bleed out, yeah, that fresh image of myself as a bloody version of Old Faithful, I refused. I said I wanted to talk to my brother, who was in transit. Full stop. I would wait. I waited, and though the time was impossible to calculate, I'm pretty sure it was forever. After an uncomfortable amount of time, my brother walked in the emergency room and was brought up to speed. After a very familiar look of finality, he proceeded to tell me in so many words to, just shut up and take the medicine. Recovery was abnormal. My body responded differently now, and new fears were evident. I had difficulties, but I lacked self awareness. Though I should have taken all the necessary time to recover, my sense of duty was activated. I worried about my students as a teacher and my responsibility to serve them. And less than a month after experiencing a stroke, I voluntarily went back to work and back into all that stress. Now I can admit that I wasn't the same. Mobility had changed, but so had I. Despite many attempts to overcome this setback, 2 years later I stopped teaching. The pandemic enforced a series of fears and made leaving education an achievable outcome. It's been 5 years since my exit from education and my foray into a new career. I've been afforded some success and a new beginning. This year, I co-founded Retrograde Enterprises with a friend. Our line Retrograde Apparel is available on our website. Our website has links to our Etsy, eBay, and TikTok stores. This endeavor has opened up a new world, and this month we started presenting in live events. We have found an invaluable creative outlet, and who knows what could be next.